I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. Been really busy running around getting ready for a 6-hour trip tomorrow, so I'm just gonna play for a little bit, not very long. I don't even know how long, but I have stuff to go grab in the game, and I want to test something. You know how everyone casts magic a lot, either through incantations or spells. A lot of people have like one or the other as an option for backup to buff or nerf or range attacks if their build is more of a sword fighter. Like, yeah, have your sword, but it's like, how am I supposed to get when they're too far away? What am I supposed to do? Well, a lot of people use bows, or they enchant their weapons, or whatnot, but they still use FP and need to cast quickly, or use incantations to buff themselves to do more damage or get longer range or whatnot. I'm wondering. I wonder how much faster we talking here. Okay. The speed of a regular fireball is... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's good. I'm afraid to beat Radon because that's all I got left. I don't have much left to do. All I have to do is take out Radon and I am done with the game. Okay, if I take this out, yeah. Okay, they don't let you eat both. Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like if you could have both of these, it would be busted as hell. Because if this is actually worth it, speed-wise. 1, 2. Wow. That's 2 seconds. 1, 2. It only takes 2 seconds to cast with that? Or this one is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So normally it takes 5 seconds. With this one it takes 3 seconds, and this one it takes 2. But this one comes with a downside of taking more damage. No, I'm martial arts with incantation as an option for range. Also, I have daggers, throwing daggers, which I found are still broken if you use the fire attribute on them. It still has the bug, that one bug that increases their strength and increases strength and faith together. Yeah, still exists, but only under fire. Flame art, it won't work no more. They patched that with all the others, but fire and poison and bleed are still broken. So that's fun. I hate my broken controller. I hate it so much. I had to go here. I forgot an item in the down here in the Death Blight dungeon or catacomb. There's an item in there. I keep forgetting to grab because it's above you as eyes are flying by. I don't know. Chris does what Chris needs to do. Me and him just talk whenever we have time. I've been really busy getting ready for my grandma's. I have a 6-hour drive to get done tomorrow. So I'll be up around 4 or 5 a.m. and have to go with my mom to see my grandma, who is 81 now, and I help her out for a month with any household stuff that needs done that she can't do. You know, They're family. You gotta take care of family. Yeah, this place has Deathblight, remember? But I found out that if you do this... I put a video on it, but I can now just run. I won't get Deathblight. Well, not very much. I'll get some, but I'm invisible to the eyes. Just watch half that thing's health bar go goodbye. This is the Deathblight dungeon. The one with Deathblight buildup in it. It's not really a threat once you figure out how to break it. I've been in and out of this dungeon for a while now. I know there's something I need to get, but I keep forgetting it exists. Yeah, it still has its bug if you use fire, poison, or bleed. The bug still exists for those, but only those. They patched all the rest, and I think they don't realize the other ones still exist. But shh, don't tell anyone. That way we don't have it patched. And don't abuse it either, or they'll find out. Well, you know the saying, you abuse it, you lose it. See, I'm not getting Deathblight until that happened. Oh shit! There we go. No more Deathblight problem. Also, this thing makes a good lamp, since that's what it is. You know, I keep waiting for one of these to be illusionary, and I've checked every last one in the game. They're not. I hate it. Oh yeah, I feel like endurance should be like a required 40 or higher. If you're gonna use endurance, you get at least 40 or higher endurance. See, I have to get up there somehow. The only thing I don't like is the enemies can still see you, but Deathblight, not so much. Yeah, sometimes it works though, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand. Uh-oh. Funny enough, is the Mimic ain't the most powerful summon anymore. Yeah, it's the twin summons now. Even I use them. They're a set of twins that come out that cause bleed, and they're unblockable with a devastating combo attack. They're strong. They shred bosses on their own. Hell, I've seen some people summon them and they completely take out a boss on without even the person need to do shit. The problem is you have to do the whole finger quest to get that summon. The DLC finger quest with the finger mother and whatnot. Yeah, but it's worth it. Oh, by the way, there's a little thing about this one right here. This Ash of War, if you do not have an FFP, you'll get triple range with a single dagger each. You get half the range or triple the range if you're out of FP. So the daggers, even out of FP, are more deadly than they are if you had FP. I find that funny. How the hell do I make it up to that one place? Oh. Also, that lantern takes no FP to make you invisible. Which is a godsend that this doesn't require FP. Or at least I don't notice. Nope. Okay, it takes up a 1 Is it 1 FP it takes? Huh. No wonder I didn't notice. There we go. You son of a... Get your little bomb butt down here. So I can punch it. Oh yeah, I love going through games where I'm just spending hours just searching for crap. I've never seen one take a ladder before. That's funny. There we go. Like, casting faster is nice and all, but it doesn't feel like it's worth it. Okay, now I know where I am, so I can leave here now that I got whatever the hell that crucible thing was. Okay, I also missed something in the area here. Yeah, I will literally look up every item, then look at the game files to see certain items and locations, hopefully. Because sometimes I can't read what location they placed it at. Because they give you coordinates. I'm like, I don't do coordinates well. That's why I don't do Minecraft too much. It's just when they're like, oh, I'm Y 1247.45 by XY 7249232.24. I'm like, huh? What? What does that mean? Are you north of the thing, or are you in an underground dungeon? I don't do that kind of stuff easily. I mean, you do take a lot more damage by like 15% more damage or something like that for using it. But... that what I missed? A grape? But is it worth it? Is it worth that much faster casting? I mean, it is, makes almost anything 2 seconds. Like... the finger casting lets me go like... wow, that is a lot faster though. Makes me wonder if it's worth it or not. I'm just testing the speed. I mean, that is some speed though. That is speed. So, it is faster. I am literally just hurling magic at that point. I don't like the double much. It says shortens casting speed for every sorcery incantation by the utmost by increasing damage taken. So it cuts casting speed in half, but you take a lot more damage. I'm not quite sure about that. By the way, my controller is broken. I am not doing this. I'm putting it down, and sometimes it just fights me. I don't know why this happens. This controller is only like 3 years old. I'm not that rough with my shit. For some reason. Yeah, you get the summon from here, and then you have to go all the way up here and drop down into here to get the other half of the summon. But it's strong. Can't deny it's not strong. Because all I have to do fight now is Radon. And that's it. That's the only fight left I have. I can go over here though and did I not get the... oh yeah, I did. It's over here. There's a, what do you call it? A knight I haven't fought here. One of those, knight cavalry, that's it. And then up in the snowfields is a couple items I didn't get, some talismans. That's all. No, I mean, I like Minecraft, but I have to be, like, in the mood to play Minecraft, because I like to build entire cities with villagers roaming it. And it gets hard once you get up to, like, city-level amount of management building those damn places. It's like, okay, you start with a small village, it's cute, and then you got, like, 100 villagers, and you're like, Well, shit. What am I supposed to do now? And then you want to build hospitals, schools, roadways, infrastructure. It just gets out of the whole fantasy vibe. Vibe feels gone. Yeah, I mean... Man, that sensor is highly damaged if it keeps running me forward for no reason. Though I guess the one good side of this faster speed, the faster speed is this. That is fast as hell. Yeah, they're both right there. So if you beat Moog and what's his name, you can easily just, you know. Casting Scarlet Rot Flower within 3 seconds is insane. Also, they buffed it. They secretly buffed this incantation. This was buffed, by the way. It has the same speed as a that one Mesmer's Flame Orb. They're exactly the same speed. It's just Mesmer's Flame Orb does more damage because it's a gigantic explosion and it does fire damage. Where Scarlet Rot does about the same size explosion, less damage, but causes rot. So it depends on your flavor. Do you want to just cause a fiery explosion or do you want to rot someone? Oh, this is beyond stick drift at this point. This is... I am struggling against stick running. Because... that's how bad it is. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate that. But I've been dealing with it for over 2 months now. I've gotten used to it. It's just I'm afraid if I fight Rodon with this broken controller, I'm not going to have an easy time of it. Like, at all. And also, when I try to get on my console, and it keeps pulling up. Like that, I have to wait for the stick to undo the sensor so I can use the D-pad to move around on my console so I can just watch YouTube or something. This kind of speed, though, just to go, boop, there you go. Yeah, I started using Black Flame because if you read the... If you look into the very game code, Radon's weak to Rot, and Black Flame obliterates his health bar. Apparently they made him the weakest to those two objects. Though if it does make sense, since Radon's weakness is that of Scarlet Rot, story-based wise, and then you have his and he's a god now, so Black Flame's designed to do damage to gods. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? So this would be a really cool place to have a library. I love the martial arts in here. When I read that, when I was reading into that, you could do martial arts. I'm like, yes, please, I'll take it. I love games that literally let you do crap like that. Sad to tell everyone, they will be nerfing the Palm Blast a little bit, but I think it's not by much. You'll still have the Super Mega Hyper Armor, and you'll still do about 2,000 damage. It's just, I don't think a lot of buffs will be able to be applied to it. Yeah, it's Melinia's special remembrance spell. Yeah, it's Scarlet Aronia. It's decent actually. Very low faith requirement. It gives rot that does, I believe the rot ticks at 100 per second or something like that on bosses. On players it's 50 per second. And if you have Black Flame along with it, like I do, a lot of people see they have rot on them, but their health will still burn because I'll be hitting them with Black Flame, which causes it to speed up the burn. It's a weird combo that works well together. Noble Presence is pretty much Black Flame version of the Golden Presence or the Wrath from Afar, but with Black Flame. I don't even care Scarlet Rot takes 3 slots either. It seems fair enough. Technically, I believe that it should take more slots to take if you don't have the level requirement built into it. Let's say you're like 40 faith and it requires 50 faith. It costs an extra slot for every 10 faith you need. So you can still use the spell, but at disadvantage. Because I'm like, you should be able to use the spell regardless, but it should either be weaker or require more slots for you to even wield it. I love that. I don't know where I'm going right now. I'm just looking for the knight that's supposed to be in here somewhere at night. Hey, knight, where are you at? Holy crap. That makes like every spell only take 2 seconds to cast. That's insane. I get why they give you a lot more damage taken, because if you're casting spells in under 2 seconds or less, that's insane. Also, you want heal from afar. Ow. He's already hit with it, right? Look at him go! Look at the rock go, though. Look at that. Tick, 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 tick. People don't realize this, but Black Flame does well with the rot. It can cause them to break poise. Watch his health bar go bonk. Yeah, Rot and Black Flame for some reason feeds off each other. It's so ridiculous how well they feed off each other. Also, the best healing spell is Heal from Afar. Just take it, aim down, like, and boom. You'll heal about 50 to 70% of your health bar. It depends. If you have 60 vigor, you'll heal about slightly more than half. If you have at least 30 faith or higher of your health bar in one go. It's not bad. I like it. Bye. I mean, that's a good speed though. That is a really good fast spell casting equipment. I get why they say, oh, you're gonna take a lot more damage for it. It's like, I can see the trade-off. Yeah, if you're a spellcaster, you're good as dead if they get close anyways, so why not cast your spells as fast as possible? The finger thing seems like a must-have. I can't get away. Oh, fuck off. No, you should know that this right here is strong and all, but this is better. Not only does it proc Rot, it counts as a jumping stomp attack. So you could get away with shit like this. So let's say I equip the talisman for stomping, and I'm wearing armor for jumping, right? If I find an enemy, I'll show you in a second. You're not alone, are you? So where's your little buddies? And if you poison the... yeah. It does. It burns away at their health. It does Radon dirty, too. You guys are too tiny! And if you do manage to proc poison when you use this move, I hope you don't mind doing like 2,500 damage to players. PvP style. I'm not shitting you. But that, you have to get them poisoned first, and that's a hassle and a half. I mean, you could always just put poison on these daggers, right here and then cause poison and switch to your jumping dive kick and cause a metric ton of damage. I have bleed on my daggers, though poison and fire and bleed are bugged. What the hell? Oh. Okay. There's a boss up ahead. We're about to go watch a boss get melted, by the way. Yeah, messages are delayed on purpose. Because YouTube's that way. Okay. Summon these two. You'll see what's about to happen. Watch the health bar. It's about to be deleted. Ow. Not my health bar! I just buffed him. Ow! Mommy, why does the gargoyle hit so hard? Because he hates your daddy. Ow. I could heal them real quick if I was smart. Oh, he's no longer rotted. Damn it. Also, my summons are not maxed out yet either. Get burned. See? I just demolished that HP bar on a golem. Those things have high defense. I'm level 201. Most people don't go past level 205 or so. Yeah, most people are level 150 to 200. So, around that area is the max level you'll need for the game. You can go higher if you want. It's just New Game Plus 7 is going to be really, really hard if you're not at least level 300 to 400 or something like that. Because the devs designed the game to where you need to be 100 levels higher each New Game Plus. What I like though is Briar armor gives you a buff in your martial arts. Not much. Briar legs and greaves and gauntlets will give you a +5 more damage every time you strike with a kick or a punch, because that counts as you know, like it would for a dodge. See, I still need a Great Ghost Glove Wart to max them out. There's this little finger summon here, the little finger creeper spirit. It's a healing spirit that follows you around and will heal you. There's Nephali spirit right here. I feel bad for this little creeper hand because it's not good. The little poor thing is so weak. It can die in 1 or 2 hits, but it'll run around and do the little hand stuff that those little hands do, and will just try to heal you when you're hurt. I think, but it'll heal you if you're below 50% health. So, but the little thing barely has 500 HP. It's like, goddamn, it won't survive.
The earth tree has burned you. The fingers remain still, shaken by this turn of events. They are busy consulting the greater will. When they are finished, the fingers will again offer their guidance. But
I don't know how they're going to talk to the greater will when I killed their mother.
Thousands of rules must first pass. No matter for me, but you. How will you ever manage to wait? My, oh my.
Who says I'm gonna fucking wait? Yeah, this sword right here, Great Sword of Damnation, is bugged. That's fun, huh? Its hitboxes have a weird kind of setting to it, where if you have to preemptively guess 3 seconds in advance to dodge before you dodge, before they do an attack to do it. It's like, are you shitting me? Do I have his cursed sword? Yeah, but the Briar armor set will help your martial. So. Nice. You'll be fine because once you hit level 100, you probably could beat the base game. And if you're level 150, you definitely could beat the base game and then go to the DLC. But around level 200, where most people top out.
Now go.
Oh, I have the Regal Omen one. Okay. I can get the sword then.
It's babies.
A 41 faith. Eesh. I could use that though, the Frenzy Flamed.
Now go forth.
But yeah, I got a lot of this done. What people don't realize is Dean's footwork and Dry Leaf is a weapon set that can go together and give you a third version of their of the fighting styles and stuff. This motherfucking summon right here, Ancient Dragon Knight Kristoff, is a badass summon. He got me through so much crap. He was better than my Mimic in times. I enjoyed the Jar-Right Puppet, was good too through the base game. This Doralus, the Sleeping Arrow Puppet's pretty good too. I haven't tested Nefeli, I just got her. Jolin and Anna are just so powerful. Plus 10, they have as much HP as the Mimic. But there's two of them, so it really starts driving in quick how much damage they can outproduce. I didn't realize how much stuff I've had on me. I'm trying to stay in light load because I like to light roll. A lot of these armor sets are pretty okay. But damn, some get heavy. Like, having a full Briar set is good for martial arts. I was doing so well with it, but I couldn't light roll in it, no matter how much I wanted to. Because the weight of it alone is insane. See, that puts me into medium. And it doesn't look bad. Stat-wise, though, see the negatives on it? It's because I equipped that one finger equipment thing. Man, that drops my magic resistance down by -2, negative on strike. Negative. Wow, that really sucks. All because of this one thing right here, Beloved Stardust. Drops all your resistances down to like 0 and crap. And boom, just like that. I think this right here might be bug, Beloved Stardust, because that happens. And that is ridiculous. 0, -2, 1, -0, -2, 0, -8, -4. The hell? And I guess Radon's icon is still the better option, unless you really want to hit like a goddamn truck. Because there's no other reason to even wear any of that other stuff. I'm working on my, what is it? 2 weeks or so? I think I'm like 2 weeks in or so. I mean, this is an outright good buff across the board to wear the Ronin's armor, but I don't get the jump attack bonus. I think I've been playing for a couple weeks now. But I'm just so sad. My journey's almost at an end. I mean, all journeys must come to an end eventually, but still, it's sad when you come close to the finishing it. The Lada's armor? Lada's armor is ridiculous, by the way. It has 0 negatives to it. Lada's armor is... It's got, like, nothing negative about other than lightning damage is her weakness. It gives you buffs, and if you roll, backstep, or rush attack, or run-in attack, it gives you a damage buff. FJ from Cell. Oh God. Caritas, you need help. To each their own and all. But Lada's armor is just really good. The only problem is you're weak to lightning and status elements, like really badly. You know, it means you need help too. I'm 38 this year. But I don't like that sort of thing, you know? I mean, to each their own, but I'm not into that sort of stuff. I don't like feet. Some people do, but I'm not a big feet person. Especially when you know where feet have been. They're so... No. I'm not into feet and hand stuff. I'm more of a fine dining and going out and being more romantical type. I'm just really into romance and being lovey-dovey versus the, you know, more niche stuff like that. See, fire still has the bug. Don't know why. Just does. Shriek of Sorrow is good. The lower your health when you use it, the more damage you output. And then you could heal while keeping the buff, but... But it feels like the talisman that the beloved Stardust talisman is not good. Imagine? I don't need to imagine. We have the internet. AI will do that for you like you wouldn't believe. Holy crap, the amount of AI stuff on the internet. I get bored and just look up weird shit. I've dived into the internet's rabbit holes so deep that I looked at the abyss and the abyss screamed. Yeah, you could do that forever, dude. It won't do you no good. Ta-da! How you like those martial arts? I can cycle through using magic to immediately posing a bunch of status elements on you, then switching right into getting in your face with some kicks and punches. Because I find that jump up and then slam down is a jump and a stomp attack. So the talisman, the broke stone talisman, activates for that. So yeah, this talisman right here, shattered stone talisman, works for that Ash of War really well. This talisman, on the other hand, is bugged. I shit you not. You think Shard of Alexander, right? Great. It raises attack power of skills. Warrior Jar Shard does not raise your attack power of your skills if you think it would. Actually, it raises all your damage of your R1s and L1s and R2s and L2s. Just outright raises them all. Not by much. I think it's like 5%, but it's somehow not bad compared to this. This is heavy hitting, yes, if you use an L2 and you can just dominate with it. But this just lets you have outright damage output on all. Can't quite explain it. That's the way it works. And Lord's Talisman? Lord's Talisman causes the status effects and stuff that you proc to last longer. Which includes poisons last longer, rot lasts longer, buffing yourself with vow lasts longer, proccing any status on your weapon through an incantation or spell lasts longer. It's just it buffs, and debuffs. It just makes them last longer there. It just persists longer. Like if say you use the poison cloud from your incantation, and you have Old Lord's Talisman, it'll stay there longer in the air. It's just a weird little thing that works. And I kind of do like it a lot. And since it counts as a jumping attack, enhanced jumping attack talisman works too. Yeah, you're thinking like, oh, the palm strike's great. Yeah, it is. And the jumping roundhouse kick is good too, but that only counts as kicks sometimes and not jumps, and sometimes it counts as jumps and not kicks. Oh, he's using the bug. He used the bug. Are you shitting me? I can't wait till they patch that out. You can do 80 billion damage with that weird gravity bug. You pull them in and immediately explode it, and if you have a certain setup, you can instantly do like 9,000 damage. Or infinite damage or something like that. It's the dumbest bug ever, and everyone thinks they're so smart for using it. No, all you did is gonna make Radahn's fucking shit worthless, because they're gonna nerf that into the ground. It's like, oh, have fun! You're a loser. I hate bugs. It's not fun. I don't get how people find that fun to ruin it for everyone else. I only look for like slight bugs and exploits that don't break the game or insta-kill players, because I know that the game devs are gonna get pissed at us for that. What the fuck? Lady, calm down! Do I look like your father? Jesus Christ. No, it's one of these people. They're not fun. If you can't emote at the beginning, you're not worth it. You gotta show common courtesy, guys. It's an emote at the beginning, not fucking rocket science here. If you can't emote at the beginning, you failed the duel. You can't even show basic respect and honor. You've already lost. Even if you win, people will just like, fuck you. You couldn't do a fucking basic gesture. It takes 2 seconds. It's like opening a door for your grandmother. Show a little fucking respect. Not even that much of it either. It's like a common courtesy. If you can't do a common courtesy, you don't need an account. You're just rude. I always smile when those people get their accounts completely deleted along with every game they've ever owned and every save they've ever had. It's so orgasmic watching them suffer. It's just a common courtesy. And everyone should get it. This is boring as fuck. You having fun? You having fun with your pew-pews? Is this fun? You having so much fun, huh? Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew. Pew 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 pew. Having fun? I could dodge this forever, you know. What the hell? Ah, damn controller's busted still. Ah, crap. There we go. Was that fun? Really? Was that worth the fucking 20 minutes of me just wasting? I get pew pew magic fun and all. I get it, play how you want, but for the love of God, can you not be fucking an NPC about it? I swear, I either see people be NPCs or look for the broken shit. I am glad they weren't running Thorns, though. Thorns are busted if they do like 19,000 damage. Yeah, but I'm gonna call it here, and my mom's telling me you gotta get ready. You know, dinner time. Gotta make dinner, gotta put the stuff in the car now. I mean, we're not leaving till tomorrow, but you gotta be ready. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully some people will actually stop using these bugs and glitches and shit. Because the next update's gonna completely decimate any fun you used to have. Because they found out, the devs found out about the Thorn spell. Say goodbye to that shit. It's about to be obliterated into the ground. They're gonna give it the perfume treatment, by the way. You know what that means. So, you think you're funny, have fun and all, but well, fun goes bye-bye when you decide to ruin it for everyone else because you just couldn't handle yourself. Sorry, it's just true. You abused it, now you're gonna lose it. And the devs are a little ticked. They're surprised you figured this out, but also, now you've made them have to deal with this whole hassle. You think they want to deal with that shit? No. Because they get their asses chewed out about it. Like, why didn't no one check this spell? It's like, when we tested it, we didn't think people would play it like that. I get it, but also, woof. But hey, that's the way it is, I guess. Like and subscribe and all that bullshit. You know, blah blah YouTube crap. Because we have to say that, or YouTube gets up on our asses. So if you want to do more damage, put on the briar legs and fists if you do martial arts, hand to hand. Because it will give you +5 damage to every punch and kick. You do want the stone talisman. Claw talisman's okay, but for some reason I'm finding myself switching a lot. I think I'll stick to this setup. Two-handed turtle talisman, regenerating FP, a lot more FP, and then my stone stomp because everything I use is going off that. But yeah, play how you want, but don't be shocked when people stop playing because you're just abusing it. And that's not fun. You're just ruining it for everybody else. And that's not okay. Even I don't look for broken shit. You know there's a way to goddamn nuke Radon for all 50,000 damage in the game? Yes, there is a way to do that. But I don't want to spend 30 minutes setting up a bunch of potions and drinks and items to consume all in a certain order just to walk in there and nuke them one time and go, well, look how good I am. No, that's not fun. It's cool and all for content, but then every goddamn NPC no-brain loser that watches too much TikTok will go, I'll make that build, look how good I am. No, you're not. You're an asshole. Because they'll use that on the players. And I'll keep that to myself. Because I don't want you to ruin it for everyone else. I get it's fun and all, but then you kill the player base. And then when you kill the player base, the game you love so much is dead. Barely held together by string and chewing gum because you couldn't control yourself. We lost the perfumer explosion because you couldn't control yourself. We lost a bunch of cool Ash of Wars special effects because you couldn't control yourself. You lose all the fun stuff because you can't control your goddamn selves. I get pointing it out to the devs so they might nerf it in case someone does do that. I get it. But at least try to think of it as a way of looking at it and going like, do I really want to do this? Do I want to ruin the game and have the player base leave until next patch just so they can come back in and hopefully have some fun without some asshole showing up to one-shot them? No. I can easily do that in this game. I choose not to because I'm not a dick. I get tired of seeing it myself because I've watched so many games and franchises die because of it. I'm just getting too old to watch everything I enjoy go down the drain because some people can't control themselves. It's disappointing. It really is. I know not everyone does it. It's like a handful, like 10 or 5 people, and out of the 100,000 that play, and then everyone's like, I guess I have to play it like that because they are doing it. And then it just cascades like a domino effect of shit knocking each other over causing huge problems. It's like everyone like runs through the game and goes, I beat the game. Yeah, with a spell that's broken. And you know it's broken. Can you really look at yourself and go, how I'm so proud when you know you played with a handicap? An extreme handicap? Because it's definitely bugged and busted? A slight bug, yeah, sure. It's small, not big deal. You can manage it. You still have a hard time with that bug. It takes a lot more effort to use. Those ones are tiny. I'm talking like devastatingly one-shot bosses into oblivion bugs. Because you figure out how to use a cracked tier setup, the cracked tier drink setup with a bunch of buffs, at the same time having low HP, and then using a certain Ash of War to cause a nuclear explosion of over 100,000 HP damage. Yes, that exists. I'm not telling you otherwise how to do it otherwise. You'll have a fucking heyday pulling your hair out trying to figure it out. Because it's a 40-step process. It takes 30 minutes to set it up. And if you fail within 3 seconds of setting it up, it won't work. Good luck with that. Have fun trying to figure that out. That's just too much of a goddamn effort. But it exists. I am not going to do that. I noticed that some people are trying to start to figure it out because I'm starting to notice it. But it's such a hard-ass fucking bug to pull off and exploit that maybe 1 or 2 people will ever be able to do it. Actively on PvE. PvP, if you allow them 30 minutes to set that fucking bug up, yeah, you deserve to lose. Because it's a 30-minute process. By then, you're probably punched the living crap out of them. And if you interrupt it at all, it don't work. You have to literally let them buff and do all the process, one thing at a time. and then immediately, hopefully they get it off within 3 seconds after you set up that 30-minute process. By then, most duels are over. Or the player has run fucking across the map to get away from your ass in PvE if it's an invasion. They are long gone miles away. So it only works in PvE. But it would be like looking at a player going like, oh, congratulations, you nuked Radon for 100,000 damage. Everyone like, cool explosion. Now what? Woo, 5 seconds of fame. I kind of miss the old days of gaming. Yeah, there was bugs, but no one exploited them to the way they do now. There was tiny little problems here and there, yes, but no one abused it like they do now. It was like, oh, that's cool. You do it for a little laughs or giggles, but you don't use it beyond that, right? You never go beyond a slight little giggle or chuckle. You ain't using it to be like, oh, look how good I am. It's just like, haha, that's funny. I don't know. I'm just old now, and I guess games aren't what they cracked up used to be. Right, used to be just a fun little giggle bugs and stuff that would just comical. You wouldn't use it to actually destroy a player or another game completely. Because some bugs, no matter how hard a dev tries, will never be able to remove them. Yep, went in and did my job. Went in there and took out the invader. Though granted, that one drop kick took about 700 HP out of them. And then the host was able to just slice right through them for the last 400. How do they have how do they have only like 1,200 HP? Level up your vigor. 50 to 60, come on guys, 50 to 60 vigor. Minimum. Don't be tiny health bars. Consider the health bar your PP. No tiny HP bars. You want big PP, not little PP. But I guess I am just getting old, I guess, at this point. Just missing the old days of, yeah, there was bugs and exploits, but no one used them to the extreme they do now. It's just makes me depressed to think about it. I mean, they did exist back then, but no one really abused it on purpose. It was just fun. But I guess times change and games are like shit right now. Except for like a handful of them. Elden Ring, the First Descendants, Helldivers 2 was good until PlayStation shat all over it. PlayStation Amber Heard Helldivers 2, which sucks. They shit the bed. I mean, there's a handful of good games that came out, but like 90% of them, fucking dog shit. I guess I'm just pining for the old days. Yeah, the bugs and cheaters existed, but there was always a way around it that we players figured out, and we all agreed, just instinctively agreed not to use certain things. Like, if you found out Thorns was broken back in the 90s or early 2000s, you would not be using the spell. You would actively, subconsciously go, no one would use this against other players because it's not fair. We would naturally do that. in our own thoughts as gamers, we'd be like, I can't use this against other people. It's too broken. It would be no fun, and unfair. I wouldn't do that to another player. But that seems to be gone now. Everyone with a micro dick is like, I want to be so cool so I can get on the computer and then post it. What the fuck is wrong with all of you? What happened to the gamers of the 90s that had morals and a compass to see if something's broken, report it to get fixed, and then not use it until it was fixed? Almost like unspoken agreement between us gamers. We just agreed, like, this is broken. Do not use until repaired. Or until the game devs are saying that they will no longer update the game any further and you got what you got. And by then, everyone that they see you using one of those things will be like looking at you like, you know, that means we're all going to just team kill you now. Until you not use that. It was almost like we had honor. We had an honor system, us old gamers. I guess that's... days are gone. Makes me a little sad. Oh well. Maybe things will change again. Who knows? Times change and you gotta change with them. I'll still keep up my moral compass and never use a completely busted thing. I might find a slight bug here and there. Sort of like how I found that the Briar armor gives you more damage if you wear Briar armor while using hand to hand, gives you +5 more damage per piece of armor you have equipped when you use hand to hand. That's not a bad bug. That's actually a good bug because it gives you more armor options to use. And it's not even that big of a bug either. It's like, ooh, +20 damage for every punch and kick. No one would look at that and go like, oh, that's busted. It's like, it'd be like, oh, that's cute. Now we have another option for armor, for if you want to use hand to hand. That's all people would look at it and be like, oh, that's a cute bug. And you do roll damage or dash damage. Since it counts as, you know, since you're rolling or dashing into them or away from them. But the extra 5 damage for every punch and kick, no one would bat an eye at that and think, oh, broken OP. It's just a simple bug. Not a bug that needs to be repaired, it's just a bug that people can use. And it won't break the game. I tested it thoroughly. I would take off I took off the Briar armor set and was completely naked, punching and kicking some enemies. And writing down every damage output I could do. And then I put on the Briar gloves, and I would punch and kick, and found it. At least you're one of the cooler guys. But I do miss my Sega Genesis. My Sega's in the closet somewhere. Makes me want to pull it out someday and just play it again. I can't stream those consoles, though. But yeah. It just makes me miss the old days. When gamers had honor. Hell, I do not condone this, by the way. But back in the arcade days, if you were caught cheating, there was a little rubber hammer that was used for catching cheaters in the arcade days. I'm not saying it was a good thing, it's just people did not take it lightly. It was harsher punishments back then if you were caught cheating. But those were arcade systems. You couldn't fix those exploits if you wanted to. Those were permanent. And we all looked out for them too and to see if you were going to do them. But yeah, that's why I'm even wearing the greaves and gauntlets for the Briar set. It's because I get +5 damage from my hand-to-hand. And as you've seen, my damage output does increase because of it. And it's not 5%, by the way. It's just 5 damage per piece. So if you wear a full set, plus 20 extra damage. That's all. That's not a bad bug. That's actually a pretty simple little bug. And that bug does not work for, does not apply to the palm attack. Because the palm attack is its own Ash of War that's specialized in a palm strike bullet, a single hit use. And that's not counts as a dodge or a actual hand-to-hand. It's just a strike. It's a weird thing for the Ash of War. But that thing is already pretty powerful. In its own right, could do about 3,000 to a player. Which is insane, but you can stop someone from using it. Or, if you time it right, you can roll forward and dodge the palm strike anyways. So it's no big deal. And your opponent's stationary. If you proc any status element on them, it will cancel it. Their poise, though, does shoot up to 700 when they're using palm strike. So either roll ahead of, roll at them to get behind them when they use it and time it right, or cause it proc of bleed, frost, any kind of proc you can get that causes them to flinch out of it. Or just attack them from a distance as they charge, because you could always just, bail. Because the palm strike takes 10 seconds or so to get it to go off, so you're fine. But everyone's like, don't fix the Ash of War for palm strike. It's easy to actually counter. It's just if it does go off and you do get a hit, it's an insta-kill. It really is. And that's fine. Everyone accepts that because we know how to deal with it. It's not really a bug. It's just a really powerful strike, and all you have to do is overwhelm the person using it. That's it. Not very hard, really. I can use Black Flame and it causes them to flinch out of the palm strike. I've used it quite often where I saw someone use a palm strike. I used Black Flame circle thing, and as he did, I went straight to presence and did both spells before he went off, and he got flung back because it flinched him out. Either I got lucky, or Black Flame circle thing that you use with Black Flame presence does enough poise damage to cause a knockback effect. So it just depends. It really does. There's ways around things, but there's some bugs and exploits that either you have to patch them out or completely ruin the thing that it's attached to, because it's just not fixable. Mesmer's Spear is wonky at best because it does so many attacks, and people could buff themselves to the point of doing about 4,000 damage with that damn fucking spear. So they're probably going to tune down the damage of the spear by a butt ton. So when you do use it, unless you get a full chain off, you're not going to do more than 1,000 damage. They're going to nerf the Mesmer Spear. They're going to nerf a lot of shit. Next update is going to be one hell of a nerf patch. Because people kept abusing it. Instead of telling other players, you probably shouldn't use this in PvE, try to be a little more pulled back and reserved about using those. Because you will look down upon for using that. And you'll be begging for forgiveness from the player base if you get rejected because of it. But that's just me ranting, I guess. I'll get used to it eventually because I know they're going to patch it heavily. I know it's coming. The player base is bleeding PvE players. Just bleeding out. And if they don't fix it soon, they could lose a shit ton of players permanently. But that's it for me today. Again, I have to go, so